Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Okay, so I am just attempting to get my daily routine going. I've got the animals I need growing out. I left a couple out overnight because I'm so paranoid I don't want to leave all of them out. And this is my brood tower. It's finished halfway. This is the entire height of it all. I really have no idea what I'm going to do with it. I just wanted to see how tall you can make a tower, and this is how tall you can make a tower from the ground up. They won't let you go any higher with the ceiling than this, and the walls stop there. So that's where I'm at, and like I said, I just did it to see. I had a bunch of gigas out, and I was using all of this space down here. Right now I have, I believe this is the Rex. Yes. This is my baby Rex. Got from Asune. Asune, however that is pronounced. And it is currently eating cooked meat. I might have some of that myself. So looks so good. So we need to get the Rex mama out that I have, and why is Stormbringer leveled up? Cool. And go gather some raw meat, because I think they grow a little better on raw meat, but I don't know for sure. This is one of the last Giga juveniles I have to raise. I put extra meat in there, all of their into storages just in case, gives them a little time in case the vat runs out. Trough runs out. And I just pull off 2 stacks, put them back on, so I get some 50 stacks because they take longer to decompose than the 43 stacks by 7 pieces. And this is pretty much my routine start in the morning. I have another base I call the Lodge. It's by the volcano, and it has my garden up there, so I don't need to frequent it like every probably 4 or 5 hours of gameplay. Once or twice a day in reality, I go check it out. But yeah, I had gigas stacked up in all these spots. I had so many gigas, I had like 5 or 6 gigas I was trying to raise from gifted adolescents given to me, and a couple of what do you call them, T-Rexes. So that's what it looks like. It needs to get finished, and I've got some trading deals going on with Traxxas and Cole, so I think they're gonna help me out with how it looks and maybe gather some resources and stuff like that. Beautiful Argent, isn't it? Look at this. Freaking gorgeous Argent. 6,693 health, 2,612 stamina, 165 oxygen, 2,000 food. Weight is 3,297, and its melee damage is 848. I kinda want more weight on this bird, but I also want it to continue to kick everyone's ass equally well. So actually I don't need to bump it up, but I'd just like to get it over 850, just to help my OCD out a bit. So we're gonna do that. 861's a good number. I'll put the rest of it probably into weight. Like I said, stamina, I can go halfway across the map without stopping with that stamina, so we're good. Just having a little problems lifting as much weight as I'd like to. Usually it's full of stuff. I mean, this is my Stormbringer is my Argent, my favorite Argent. I love this Argent. I always use it. It's Brother's Flesh Harrower and Kinslayer. If I got it right, those are all swords from the Elric and Milneborn Chronicles. And I think Elric used the blade Mournblade, and that was the sister blades to them. If I remember, the book I read 30 years ago, 35 years ago. So if not, I don't care. I got some romantic names that I enjoy. Oh, I also have these Tech parasaurs, and the idea was I was going to breed them to practice, but people gave me eggs, and I just basically got breeding fire trial, so I didn't ever get my parasaurs set up. This tower is actually built by Kooky, our tribe leader. He's been a bit busy. He works 60 hours a week as a welder, plays other games, so I just trying to help out. I got a bunch of, when I lost my gigas, people are like, oh, here, have a baby, have an adolescent, have a juvenile, here's something you can breed with. And there's just so much generosity, so this was as high as the tower was, and I added everything up here on as fast as I could while I was watching gigas, because there's really not much else to do, and now that I've got this much built, I don't need most of it, it looks like. So I'm going to get some help from friends who are a little more artistic, creative in look, and they're going to help me figure out how to just finish this tower without really doing too much more to it. And hopefully they'll have a nice laugh along the way. Maha is a young person, not quite adult, I guess would be the proper term to describe them, and I just kind of try to help them out now and then with verbal communications. He's at that age where understanding complex formulas and theories is kind of difficult, so one time he said, oh, I need help. What do you need help with? My baby, come help me with my baby. I'm like, what's going on with your baby? He's like, oh, well, congratulations, it's past 10%, you did the hard part, just, you know, build a trough, build some walls, make sure you got a roof, and keep feeding it. And then next time he's like, oh, it died. I'm like, how'd it die? Bird killed it. I'm like, well, you gotta build those walls. I did. You gotta build the roof. I didn't do that. Well, you know, you gotta build the roof or the birds are gonna kill your dinos. In my case, it's not an Argentavius respawn point, and we have some Plan X that generally take care of that stuff, and once you build up so high, there doesn't seem to be anything that wants to attack that height-wise, so that's why I was able to leave my gigas out on ledges without walls. That, and Stormbringer here is one kick-ass Argent. I mean, I haven't ran up against anything it can't kill if my stupidity doesn't interfere. I shouldn't call myself stupid, but my momentary lapse of reason doesn't interfere with my gameplay. Oops. But yeah, I can toe-to-toe it with Spinos, no problem. Probably wouldn't want to try a Titan or something like that, but the normal gameplay monsters I've got a handle on. As long as they don't knock me off and kill me, and then my Argent's very vulnerable kind of situation. Getting a lot of hide, but some meat too. Not like, oh, pretty good actually. It's enough to get a couple of pieces of meat in all the troughs, and then get back to doing what I want to do. Normally I remember to bring a Rex out with me, and I drop it here, cryopod the bird, and eat my way back with the Rex. When I get back to the base, I uncryopod the bird, transfer the meat to it, and go feed the cryopod the Rex, and go feed the troughs. Looks like server lag, so we're just gonna chill a moment, look at chat real quick. There it goes. Anyways, he's like, I'm talking to friends, why? And I just reply back, because you only show up in global chat. Looks like you're talking to yourself. And I'm just kind of trying to hint him along to the direction that there are multiple levels of chat in this game, and that he can use the tab button to get to them. But I've learned that people at that age, you can't give information to. They have to want it. And so I approached it in that direction instead of saying, oh, you're talking to, you need to hit this button or that button. Nah, just tell them what's going on a little bit. And if they're more interested in knowing more, then they'll ask and learn. Otherwise, there's just so much going on in reality for their developing minds that they don't tend to absorb it. Talking, or he learned how to switch to the Alliance chat. Either way, mission accomplished. It's kind of funny seeing a one-sided conversation. Oh, look at that beautiful parasaur. Oh, you must die. Chicken tickler, tickle this. Okay, it's getting dark. Need to set my gamma to 4. And first of all, get off the frickin' ground. Hit tab, type in gamma 4, hit enter. Now all you beautiful people in chat hanging out, having fun, lurking, can see what's actually going on in the game. Energy is fine, I just got back up in the air. Somebody's been coming by and just taking the paste out of it and not tearing down the beaver dam, so I just left it there for them. Every time I check it, there's just wood in it, and I was told if you don't tear the dam down, it's gonna stay that way. Gotta tear it down, the beaver rebuilds it and fills it back up, i.e. it respawns. Anyways, when I'm on my Rex, I check those things out, because I can just jump off and jump back on real quick. When I'm not on my Rex, I don't check those things out, because it's such a pain in the behind to get knocked off your Argent because it's in water. And that's a game mechanism that would be nice if it were changed. I don't see a trough message on that dino. It's kind of disconcerting. That should be plenty. Oops. I just ate some raw meat. There it is. Just a game glitch. Put the water canteen down there so it doesn't transfer over. Really? Well, we do have cabinets now next. That was in it. First I got dinos on all the stories, but I had like troughs on every other floor. And I got troughs on every floor, and I built a cabinet next to the new troughs. So I had a little bit of resources to build with. If I landed and needed a torch or something, it would be easy enough to do. Was my thoughts. And now I'm finding it useful for dumping stuff I don't want to be included in the trough transfer. Transfer to the trough. I'm not sure what you all call that situation there. Trough transfer. Feeding time. Okay, that was the top guy. Did I put torches on the top guy? Did I put him up higher? This is the second guy. And everybody else is down below. But I had so many gigas that I put them on. You can kind of cram 4 of them into this floor layout, but it's a pain. They go through the walls. They start falling through the floors partially. Just all sorts of weird things. No place to remove. So I kept building up till I got enough space to set them all out, and then they matured. And I don't have as many Rexes to mature, and I'm just taking my time going through them kind of one by one so that I don't lose any of them. It takes so long. And I got started doing all this because I was flying over the North Sea, and the server message pops up that it's going to reboot in such time, and my game disconnected. While I was flying over the North Sea with 2 gigas in my hotbar. And I told myself I would never bring 2 gigas out at once again, and I just, other than that, I had like a couple of Argents, and I had a boat, and I was flying from my boat to the Penguin Isles. The idea was I was going to use one of the gigas to kill penguins for organic polymer. And the game decided to disconnect me and lose all my stuff at the bottom of the ocean instead. I lost my bird that I was flying on. Actually, I think I found that one, but someone found it for me at the same time, kind of thing. And then later on I had another bird following the boat that got lost, and someone found that for me. So all in all I lost was, my Ascendant sword, Riot sword, my Riot gear, and my hotbar. Actually, I think I had fur on. I'd have had some Riot gear with me in the Argent though, which I won't do again. If I'm not going to go to a place where I use my Riot gear, I don't bring my Riot gear with me because you lose it. Little things you learn in playing ARK. ARK is cold. ARK is cruel. ARK will kill you. Especially when you least expect it. And if it doesn't just reach out and kill you with a dino, it'll frickin' disconnect you over the North Sea, and poof, whatever you had with you's gone. Permanently, irrevocably, forever. So you just gotta remember that and not take your precious gear out over the water. Any place else that would have happened, I probably could have got my gear back. And honestly, I tried to jump down into that water, but there were 2 whales and I couldn't even see the bottom. And all I had was fur armor, so it wasn't going to help me get to the bottom. And I actually think I got attacked, but I can't recall. I was taking damage. It might have just been from the cold. I can't recall right now. Okay, so there's so many 43s. You can pull up a few stacks. Get yourself some room, putting them back because they'll fill up 50s. And then you can add more of the raw meat you wanted to get in there. See how many extra stacks I got in. And then you just drop some of this stuff out here. Although I do need narco juice, I got a boar yesterday and I went through frickin' 150 narco juice taming it because it was acting weird. I don't know. Anyways, it ended up in the saber-tooth trap I was using, so it just kind of got tamed too. In fact, I shot it first, narked it out, because I didn't want it attacking the tamed the unconscious saber-tooth. So I ended up with one of those hydrodons or whatever they're called, a big boar, and a level 86, I believe it was. Okay, what was this one? This is that looks like my other Argent. Yeah, that's Kinslayer. Kinslayer is very, I mean, it's one of two twins. So I have 3 very high powerful male Argents and some female Argents too I've traded, but the 3 I got from eggs, and so they're extra special to me. My first eggs ever during the 13x Halloween event. 13 times breeding speed and raising speed and that kind of stuff. That was, here, have an egg, have an egg, have an egg. I'm like, I can't raise all these eggs, can I? Yeah, just do this. And so I was in Discord and people were giving me advice, and I managed to get through the day without losing anything in the eggs. I was a little bit overwhelmed, so unfortunately I put some of my animals away, not realizing that it would slow down 13 times to mature, like this tiger that Sky Killer gave me as a baby. It was already born, obviously, because it wants him. But I raised it, and if I would have kept raising it during the event, it would have been fully done. Now it's going to take hours and hours and hours to do. So live and learn. Next time there's an event, I will be one of those people pulling out all my eggs to hatch it. And there were people with 100 eggs. Some people had over 200 eggs. Red was, I think he was just going giga crazy, and he was hatching giga eggs and just killing gigas. Because he had like over 250 eggs or something like that. So that's what's going on with me. I've got stuff out. It looks pretty safe to feed them and raise them. I've got ample trough space, and we've got food in the trough now. But I can actually get some more stuff out. Let's check the trough out. Yeah, this is pretty good fill. More vegetables than I'll need for a long time, so I might as well pull some of these out and put them back in the fridge. Make sure their stacks are up to 100 so they'll decompose slower. And there, I got 51 out of 60. I gotta sneeze. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry for that extended wife distraction delay, but life does happen that way sometimes. Especially when you interact with other humans in your household. Sometimes people need to talk to you. And it's always nice to say good morning to the ones you love. So, back to the brood tower. We did the tour, we got everything fed and ready to go, so now I can see what I'm going to pull out of the cryo freeze and get going today. And yeah, take these vegetables down to the fridge. Which is actually quicker to go this way. Spare vegetables go over here. Yeah. And we're all used up all our narco berries, so this doesn't need any. Yep, I've been keeping up on it. We've got quite a few juices, so we're good. It'll be a couple hours before I go to the lodge and tend the rooftop garden, which reminds me. I'll check chat, make sure nobody said anything directly to me recently. And it looks like he was talking to Sky, which he must be at Sky's base or something. And they're talking local. Because Sky and I are in an alliance, and I would see it if he was using alliance chat. If he's actually talking to Sky. Okay, we're going to look at the cryo fridge and see what we have to choose from. Petrodon, really, I don't care about them. Trevor the Otter. Prime Tame, that's another Petrodon, Crocodile, Male Sacro, level 124. Huh. Tor, I like it. So we need a female Sacro, level 124. Male Spino, oh, Cookie's got a Spino. Seed Maker, okay, that's the Iguanodon. I said males, doesn't matter, it's immature, it is. Male Argentavius, I'm not sure what this one is. I don't know if that's one, it's probably one Cookie bred. Male Cell, so that came from Uggs, which, man, it's a I don't even know what that is. Huh. People hit period in the chat to see if it's lagging or not. It shows up instantly if it's not lagging, so you know it's just a menu screen you're having a problem with. Otherwise, it doesn't show up in chat, and you know it's server being backed up time, which I used to pay attention to. I don't really pay much attention to when that happens anymore. And this is Bulldog, the blue light. Okay. This is my backup light pet. I lost my other one. It died saving me from a Toradon rampage while I was asleep. Knocked out. Male Trop. That's the same one. Petrodon baby. Baby Argentavius. Petrodon baby. There's one of my Diodocuses, and there's another one of my Diodocuses. Should probably get rid of this guy, he's only 70, but the idea was you could put 3 of them out on wander and just pick up this stuff. That was the idea I had. Then we got Mabel, who's great Diodocus. I just carry her around and swing at rocks automatically. Okay, these are the gotchas, and let's start with that. That's the next thing I want to work on, is where I'm going to put my gotchas out. It doesn't look like you need to have a gotcha tower or anything special for them, because you're just going to put them out, take them, put them back. And I got 5 of those to work with. But I'd like to play around because they do resources, and I think I've got one for every resource now in the game, so I'd like to see if I can do that instead of going out and mining resources. Dedicus is the level 18 Diodocus. Female, not worth breeding. It's Dragonheart. I think he was looking for lots of meat. Yesterday he was looking for 500 stacks of meat, and he's giving away dinos if you could do that. Females ready to breed again. Mammoth. Yeah, I don't barely remember that. Direwoods are raised. Petrodons, woolly rhino babies. They're all male babies, so they're probably just gonna dispose of them once my one's done, because I don't need more than one, I don't think. And I lost the female, my first baby loss. I walked up and watched her die. The male was still alive because he had a little more vegetables in his inventory, and I quickly cryo-potted him before he died. Then I got the food out, and I learned a lesson about overfilling vats and putting extra stacks of food in their inventory. Flesh renders, not so good. Rex. That's why I'm excited about getting the better Rexes and the Gigas finished so I can use them. Snow Owl, Snow Owl. There's Mabel, the Diodocus I'll be using today. Woolly Rhino, Mabel, did I skip down? Yeah, Snow Owl, Snow Owl. Cookies, Crashed, Personal. Sabertooth. Male, Anna Argentavius. Okay, we just bred her. She's looked pretty high, so we bred her. Heather got bred and named. Then here's my male Gigas, Conan, Popeye, Sky Killer, and the next one's going to be called Set. Peacock's the very first Argent we traded for. Gigantasius male Spice. I guess I should rename Spice to Set. And then I need to get materials for Giga saddles. I think I have enough for one. I want to have 2 saddles though, so I can have 2 different Gigas ready to go. Here's my Dire Bear Teddy. We took him into the cave, and that was kind of a difficult run. Me and another Hudsucker? I forget his name now, I'm sorry. Went into the cave by the volcano and cleared it out. Got poisoned rabies like 4 times, twice each. And And I was so happy I went back for my Mother's Pride as my Anki I'm going to be using for mining. Went back for my antidote before we went in there because we used 4 of them. I had that antidote for like a month in game and never used it. Piggy, the Daeodon boar that wandered, or female, that wandered into my saber-tooth trap on Core's boat. That was a cute boat too. You guys should check that out. It's got like this little tower and a trap, so it's really cute. Gave me like a Swedish Norwegian feel to it. And then we got female owl, male Rex, 440, female Rex. This is the good Rex I go hunting with. So we're gonna get this one out. And there's flesh harrower. So did I get anything out to toss down? No, he did not. So I have nothing more to pull out. That means I need to start thinking about the eggs I have. I'm not going to do that today though. Unless there was like a weekend event. These eggs are going to stay in here. And those are my brood eggs. I've got 5 owl eggs, 5 Argentavius eggs, Dinochisius egg, 2 Rex eggs, and then the wyvern egg that was given to me, which I'm not sure where oh, there it is. So I gotta start thinking about what I need to do to be able to raise them and how I'm gonna work on the tower for that kind of thing. Which is why I have such a utility belt full of different... Okay, this one's just coming out to get renamed, so let's do that. So I think I need a total of 6 Gigantagius Gigasaddles, and I'm gonna start with 2. In order to remember the resources, I named this. Well, you can't read it from here. I wonder if you can read it by changing it. Let's see. I also have. Oh, I don't know if I saved that formula. But anyways, it says Giga Saddle 12.5K, and it's like that was the thatch, hides, and metal needed to do that. And I put it in the name of the vault that the resources are going to go into. The vault can hold 2 saddles, I believe. And we got chat going on. Let's tab over to that. Wow, Uptime Cookies warning. Hey, my friend. I was just trying to get some ARK in before playing some Farm Sim. If you want to play Farm Sim, I can just toss some stuff away. I got the troughs full for plenty hours of feeding time. I do want to remember to rename this to set, which I can't do inside this room, so we'll step outside for that. I'm going to go upstairs for that, actually. I don't want to toss it out and have some wandering pterodon come by and accidentally kill it, kind of thing. Am I tossing? Yeah. That's not the one that says, that's a Rex. That's not the one I'm gonna rename. Uh-oh. Thought I guess I didn't click equip that one. Which which you can make sure you do by doing that. Or you can push the buttons, but those are kind of hard to see. Spice, yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see. Or is this cookies? I thought his was in a different vault, so I want to pull him out accidentally. And now push that. Raised by G-O-O-O.O. Raised by raised by Fox. Okay, so this wasn't his. Otherwise it would say raised by Cookie. Cool. I don't worry about naming it set then. Came from Fox. I wonder if that was one of the static trade things. Okay, and I'm not going to assign the levels because I'm not focusing on what that needs to be right now. I just wanted to rename it. Hopefully Cookie didn't name it Spice. If it did, we can just name it back. It's no big deal. Just trying to signify the help I've gotten from people in this game by naming my gigas after them. Set was the first person to take me in, and it's kind of a funny story. One of the first things he says is, "Get naked and get on my wyvern." And I'm like, I don't know who this guy is and what he's trying to pull, but hell no. Was my first thought. And I'm like, I haven't been out interacting with people. I'll just go with the flow. And he wanted me to get naked and get on the wyvern so he could give me a tour, and if I died, I wouldn't lose anything. And I did die. He got bumped into a building, and I went literally just like that. Well, maybe not those sound effects exactly, but it felt like those sound effects. Okay, put the dinos you're not using away so they don't die in the North Sea while you're flying along and the game locks up. Female Rex, that was for grabbing more food. Let's see what we got going on before I harvest more food now or not. In order to, because yours are, I was raising dinos and trying to get them mature, and yours came up, I didn't notice them right away, as needing you to do something with them, so I stuck them in this vault here. So I want to keep pulling them out and missing them and fucking up your whole whatever it's called. So that's why I put all your dinos that I could, that said they needed your attention carrying, that's what it is, in this vault here. So I wouldn't mess them up, because I do not want to mess up your dinos. I thought they were in this vault here. Yep, there they are. So all these I had tossed out, and they all say they want care from Cookie, so I put them back. And I really, really hope I did not mess anything up for you, because that would be a horrible situation for me. And besides, you know, Stormbringer, I really don't care about any of the others. They're all nice dinos. They're tribe dinos. Just have a special affinity with Stormbringer because it's one of 3 I raised from a baby kind of thing. And Kinslayer was just slaughtering other Argents last night while we were on the looking for Sabertooths. I found, I think it was level 85, turned out to level 120 on the northern slope, so it was the second Sabertooth I found up there with help from a guy named Core who has a trapping boat up there, so he helped get prime meat because I forgot the kibble, of course, and those kind of things. Alright, we're gonna go do this. Mana, not a wyvern. Are you talking about the egg? that Conan gave me. Tropical crystal wyvern egg, which you have to use an owl to get through the baby period because we don't have any milk or whatever it uses on the island. I think it's crystals. I don't know. Conan said just heal it with the water is key 8. With the owl, don't bother with the boar. I picked up, well, I got the boar because it got stuck in the trap. No one said get naked and get on my mana. Oh. Yeah, I was like, well, is he trying to troll me or something? What's going on with that statement? But yeah, I haven't seen Set in a few days, and I was over by their walls and looked like one of their seawalls was going to deteriorate in 2 days, and then a greenhouse in 6. I don't know, I might have read it wrong. I've been playing a lot. But I haven't been able to communicate with him, so I don't know. Hopefully he's okay and fine. He's a really nice guy. Oh, they're talking about killing stuff. You have terminal saddle on it. Bozo. Ascendant saddle required. 400 melee giga. 400 melee giga can take down. Yes, better saddle is needed. Doesn't come in. Take it down. No. You saved the giga. Wasn't even pulled me. Yes. Good job. Okay. Not much really going on. They're just talking about dinos. I think he lost the mana too, as he was flying in Argent not too long before I hadn't seen him. I said, what happened? He said, Set happens. Alright, are you going to fire up the server? I will go on a rampage with the Rex and toss some meat down and come over. Come play Farm Sim, because I've got all night to play this one. But look, there's less chaos. Even some floors and walls and stuff. No, open, not close. Psych. Even the game plays with you. Okay, this guy should be empty, so we're gonna fly over towards the swamp. If there's anything big dinos over here on the right, I'll stop and get them instead, but there's usually been kept pretty cut down, thinned out last few days, so it's not the best. I just don't jump off and run over there with the Rex because it takes so long. Yeah, there's no big dinos, there's no food dinos. And I heard of the Fioma thingies. I just have to kill these guys. My day's complete. I got a couple of them. Oh, look at all those. This is a good place to toss down the Rex. If I can find a safe place to do it, which is up on top of this guy's base. He even built a ramp for me to do it in. I believe this was the Rex. No, that's my GPS. That's the Rex key. Just going to transfer whatever I've got in the Argentavius over to the Rex before I put it away. And it does say Rex, yes it does, so transfer all that over. Cryopod Stormbringer. Oh, that wasn't what I was expecting to do. Female Rex, we should give her a name. Where'd all the dinos go? Oh, raptors. Gotta get them first. They eat everything. And I mean everything. Might have been too late. They might have already cleaned up this area. For as much as they eat, they should be a lot bigger. But he just gave me 112 meats. Would have been like 50 out of my Argent. This guy will give me up to 200, I believe. 446 raw meat. I might have got 120 out of my Argent. $96 raw meat. Here's another one. $424 raw meat. And I'm actually going to need the hides, so that's cool too. 120 raw meat out of that skinny little thing. Skinny feel me. Yeah, I've now got, I mean, pretty much all the raw meat I need in just a few seconds. Just need to kill this guy. These little babies are gonna try and jump me when I switch. I don't think I think I may have a weapon. Where'd they go? It's a little compy. I can punch him to death. I had that in my hand, I didn't need to switch to it. Bada boom, bada bing. And the game's decided to go out of the mouse take the mouse out of the window for some reason. Too much speed movement for it. It's like, slow down so we can kill you. Anyways, that's how you get on and off your Rex as quick as you can, get your food. Oh, I forgot to check this trap. I really want to do that, but there's some things that'll probably kill me. We're just gonna run out here real quick. Because it's ARK, and what's the point if you don't die once in a while? I'm joking, I don't want to die. Just want to see if somebody did that. So, as Kooky explained it to me, what happens if somebody comes along, they take all the stuff out, they don't take the wood out, and it stays like that until somebody comes back and takes all the wood out. Is that a beaver dam on the... That's got to be a spike trap. No, that's a beaver dam on the shore. There's something you don't see every day. We'll call that the beaver invasion. I think I can clip that too. Is that a beaver dam on the... That's got to be a spike trap. No, that's a beaver dam on the shore. There's something you don't see every day. Is that a beaver dam on the... Come on, drop this stuff off. Yeah, don't mess with me when Stormbringers is neutral next to me, buddy. You will die. It's all that will happen to you. But anyways, that's what you do with the beaver dam. Fly up, make sure we got plenty of meat in these guys. So I'm gonna probably play Farm Sim for several hours, so... And there's no guarantee that I'll be coming back after I do that, so let's get the meat situation taken care of. Oh, that was where I actually wanted to go. What do you know? First, then we go to this one. Did we get a bunch of prime? Nope, no prime. It's, if I had any, it's spoiled. I didn't see anything I was killing that would have gave me prime though. So if you have a couple of rows, should be more than enough that this guy's gonna eat for many hours to come without it all rotting. Guess that's quicker than pulling it out individually, huh? Just restacks everything nice and neat. Am I at the top or was there something above me? I'm at the top. More meat than they'll eat today, kind of thing. Nice orderly stacks of meat. So I got kind of organized and every floor has a hole in this corner. So I can just push my Argent up against it, fly down. There's an empty trough, so we're going to put some meat in it just in case there's an overflow. So they don't eat from all troughs equal. Here's the server lag. I can't land, so until then, we're just going to sip on the coffee we've got and wait for the server to save. a long save. Must be the hourly backup. And there we go. It didn't land though, so let's get that part done. And yeah, I should have got the meat off before I jumped off. I think I pulled all the meat out of this one when I took the Giga off of this floor. That's why it's so clean. I don't think I did that to these two troughs. I'm going to delete the one over there, so I'm not even going to look at it. Well, I'm going to look to see if there's meat in it, cooked meat in it. And there he is. Guess it tastes pretty good too. So I'll just put this in the other trough, minus the rancid meat. And we'll go over there, do that real quick. I'll put some raw meat in it too. Looks like it has plenty of raw meat. Well, not a lot, really. But it's probably got more than it's going to eat in the next few hours. So we'll just save the rest of the raw meat for the next floor down, because there's more dinos concentrated down here. Than on any other floor. Whoops. A lot of hides. We're gonna start putting those in that vault because we need those hides for Giga saddles. Like 12,000 hides or some ridiculously large amount of leather. Imagine trying to sew together 12,000 cow hides or something like that. Yep, imagine that. Okay, let's try the give it to me, put it back situation. And that seems to have worked fine. Okay. So remembering that we have all those hides to put in the vault, we're gonna go back downstairs. Sometimes I can get this to open without jumping off. Sometimes I can even get it to close. Sometimes not. No big predators around. We're gonna go to the vault on the right, because that's where the hides need to go. There's more hides and stuff than meat, so we're gonna dump it all in there. I hit the wrong vault, damn it. This is the vault I wanted. I can tell because it's almost empty. Well, we'll just put them over here then and wait for that to get done. And because it's just for saddles, nothing else goes in there except the spino cells, which are traded to the guy who actually makes the saddles too. I think this is full. It is. So I need to make a couple more vaults, probably put them up on the top floor just for trading stuff. So it's easier to just land and drop stuff off, pick stuff up, keep it separated from the stuff we're trying to store and build with. And that's it. Oops, wrong button. We need this one over here. And so yeah, this is going to be the end of me playing ARK for now. I'm going to take a quick break and get over to Farm Sim. It's going to need to reboot and stuff like that, so I'm going to actually shut down my stream for that. I just want to thank you all for hanging out, having fun, stopping by, saying hi. Good to hear from Kookie in chat and all those good things. I really do appreciate the friendship. Because, you know, life is better with friends. It really is. Okay, so make sure that door's shut, that door's shut. Make sure this door's shut. Right key to shut that door. Make sure this door's shut. Lay on bed, and that's it. I hope you're all having a nice Friday. I wish you all peace, love, and prosperity in your lives. And until we meet up again, this is Jimbo Jitsu